Hey guys, happy Friday. Good to started. Happy to have made it. Oh, I just go back and media. Such crap. That's kind of fun. I don't know why I do this stuff. Yeah, but today's topic is going to scorecards and keeping back into life updates. So this is just getting stream warmed up as soon as the clock turns over 12. So ideally, I can go for the full half hour. That's my plan. I have some work stuff to keep me occupied in the meantime. It's just like busy work, which is never fun, but it's kind of the perfect thing to do on a Friday when I'm not really feeling like doing much of anything at the moment. Kale Morale, hello. Oh my gosh, thanks so much. Is that right? Kale, Qail, Kale. Thank you. I appreciate it. I enjoy this channel. Peace, the connection is kind of jumpy. Yeah, C. Johnson, I know. You know what? Let me try to quit out of anything else I have running. Oh, no, 1, 2. Yay. Thank you. Hey, Adam, how's it going? Let's cancel that out. Kale, you've been watching my videos for like a year. Excellent. Happy to hear that you've liked them. So this channel has been kind of an experience for me because I've been doing it for, I just had a pretzel with cheese, so I'm finding like cheese all over myself. I've been posting videos to this channel for 7 years, since 2015. Hello, Roland, how's it going? Happy Friday indeed. So I'm very pleased that I've been able to keep up with this channel, and it's definitely grown with my life, as my life has kind of changed and grown as well. So I am excited to see how it will grow in the future. Why? Okay, so I was quit out of absolutely everything on this. Let me know if the connection has improved. I quit out of everything else I had running, so hopefully it'll be a little bit better. I was exporting a video from iMovie, and that may have made the connection jumpy. I don't know. Let me try. I'm on the right network. Hopefully the connection has improved. So today's topic is scorecards, and I really like this because I have been working on updating my own scorecards, and I just keep them on paper for now. And it's been going really well. Let me just check off what I've done so far. It's a lot. Yeah, so let me I'll save scorecards for the second part of the stream. Let me just catch you up on what's been going on in my life lately. I don't know if you can hear, but the air conditioner just went on. So here in Manhattan, there's a tenant law that you have to put the heat on as soon as the temperature drops below 50. Oh, yes, excellent, C. Johnson, wonderful, glad it's way better, the connection is better. There's a law that you have to put the heat on as soon as the temperature drops below 50, but that it gets sweltering. So even we use the air conditioner all year round, even in the winter, especially in the winter, because they really blast you out with the heat. We have the windows open and the air on all year round. So updates in my life. And I knew this was coming. I just didn't know it would come so soon. So my husband took the car to work in Brooklyn yesterday, and coming back, he's like, great, well, I parked you on the street over. You got a great parking space on the right side of the street, which means we don't have to move for alternate side street cleaning. And he's like, that's the good news. The not so good news is that the check engine light came on and was blinking which means a serious engine misfire. He also said that there was like a shuddering sound to the car, and I'm like, I've heard that, I've had that before. It's a serious engine problem that needs to be dealt with immediately. So the last time it was fixed with just gross. Got a weird text. It was fixed with the spark plugs. We're able to fix it, and that was maybe a $600 repair. It's expensive, and I'm positive they did other things with that. I would have to go back and look. But again, I use repairpal.com to confirm the price of any repairs before I do them. And the only variable cost is labor, which again, in the New York, New Jersey, tri-state area tends to be very on the higher side. So that was not the best, but over the past 3 years, or over the past 6 months, so August, September, and October, I put in $600 a month in repairs on the car. So I did the spark plugs, ignition system, not ignition, something else, but it included spark plugs. I did the control arm, which was causing the tires to wear unevenly and way too fast, and then I got new tires. So I was hoping for $1,800 that the car would last a little bit longer. And at that point, I said, the next repair will really think about replacing the car. So because we have been driving the car more down to Delaware and into the city, I've been driving, and then my husband's been driving as well. I know it's accelerated the wear and tear in the car. So we are going to be, let's say, forced into making a decision on what we're going to do with the car. Hello, Anthony, frame of mind. Hello. So I'm saying we've got an expensive car repair on the horizon. And it was funny this morning because my boss has a buddy in a text chain that also coaches hockey that was saying, he's a like state trooper or policeman, saying that carjacking has risen in Bergen County. It's like 30% higher than last year, and last year was a record year for carjacking or for car theft. So he's like, lock your car doors and don't leave the key fob in. I'm like, my car's a 2004 Toyota Camry. Like, and it just started having engine problems. So if anyone wants it, I got a car for you right here. He's like, yeah, just leave the keys right there on the seat. I'm like, yep. So that's the update, and it's not great. But I knew it was coming. And then with the wedding expense, I knew it was coming, and there was, I don't say nothing I could have done about it. Oh, interesting. Hello, Danny Walker. That is an interesting suggestion. Lease your car from your LLC, cheaper than financing sometimes, plus no maintenance and tax deductible. Excellent. That is a great suggestion. Curtis Davis, hello. So, Danny, that is a very good suggestion, actually. I may do that. I may actually bring that up to him because he too has an LLC, and we're both doing our taxes. It's a very fun time of year. Again, just getting organized to do your taxes, which I was actually able to do. So I'm thankful for that. I have all my tax papers here in the city. It's not much, but good to have. It's funny. I'm like, Danny Walker has entered the chat. Yeah. Now get rid of your beer and get a fleet car from a leaser and get on your life. I know. Yes. That is 100% my yes. That's awesome. I'm actually gonna screenshot that. Yes, I have passed the time in my life when I am wanting to have a beater. I'm done with that. Yes, I just want to get on with my life. And that's actually viable at this point because I'm gonna say viable. I'm making $1,700 a year. That's not my plan. My plan is not to stay at $1,700 a year. My plan is to increase my income. But I think that's huge. And I think the mental weight of not having a terrible car is going to be great. So yes, I will look into that. I'm actually where am I gonna write this down? Lease fleet car through LLC. Lease fleet car through LLC. Tax deductible. Excellent. Okay. Yes. Okay. Adam, apparently older Camrys and Civics are among the most popular for stealing, although maybe you could fool them with an engine problem and only get 3 blocks before it breaks down. That would be, can you imagine that? Oh my gosh. I just want to put a sign in the window that says free car. See what happens. Free car, keys in the keys on the wheel, help yourself. I wonder what would happen if I did that. Yes, because they run like iron. My car has 215,000 miles on it. I bought it at 80,000, no, 180,000 miles, something like that. And I love it. I bought it for $3,000, which was about $1,000 under Blue Book because there was significant not significant. There was body damage, and I've driven it for 4 years. So I have nothing against that car. Danny, recall you can just inject some of your savings into your LLC. This is a capital injection, and then you can finance the lease from your LLC, and then even if you make a loss, you are tax optimized. Yes, that would be awesome. Yeah, kind of want to look into that now. Although I do not have an LLC, I have an Inc., and I'm just a sole proprietor because I have no payroll taxes. So I would need to look into making it an LLC. 215 miles is about the mileage market for a 2004 Camry. It's time to get out. Yeah. Yep. I'm done. So I should tell him that it would be cheaper to lease than have a payment, and I would just lease something very, very modest. Jesus, if you saw a free car sign in the LL, you'd have an entire family move in the next day. Exactly. Yes. Danny, should I charge for advice here? I don't know. Do you need the money, Danny? It's not about the money. It's about the advice. But yeah, for sure. A great idea. Yeah. So that's the update portion. And again, it's just something we'll have to work out. I haven't even started looking at cars because part of me is like, he broke the darn car. He should fix it. He didn't break it. He was just driving it when it happened to broke. Danny, we all want to see you thrive here. Yes, thank you. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. And again, with having a public YouTube channel, my idea is that people will be able to follow my journey. So I started, again, I was kind of mentioning in the beginning, I started in 2015. And while like my journey's definitely had peaks and valleys, I feel like on the whole, my trajectory has been up. Danny, remember profit and loss is made on the margin. Oh, it's all about principles. Very so true. Now, when you say it's all about principles, and when you say margin, just let me clarify these things. So by margin, see, that's tricky. Yeah, it's true. Fire is tough. You can only delay your gratification for so long. When you say margin, do you mean the difference between what you borrow and what you actually own? And then when you say principles, it's LE, not AL. So what principles are you referencing? So yeah. So some more kind of good news is I got notice. It's like, it's exciting. I just got a promotion from account executive to account manager, which is cool. Although I think my signature already says manager, and I'm like, I don't know why. I mean, whatever. Which is exciting. I don't think, to my knowledge, I've ever been promoted in let's call it a white collar job like this. No, I'm not in sales. I am in account management. I am not in sales. I suck at sales. I don't say I suck at sales. I'm not a natural salesperson. I'll put it that way. So no, I do not make my living through sales. I'm in account management. Yes. But so that was exciting. Was it like a 3% raise? That's cool. And I'm very grateful for so that was another update on the updates section. So something else, well, moving down, I'm actually updating my scorecard right now. You should be getting upside in your sales, get bonuses paid into your Inc. Yeah, for sure. But I'm not in sales, so not at all. travel to the theater if we still want to go. Glad you're feeling better. So we saw The Godfather last night in the theater, which was a great experience. Okay. Account management is also sales. You should be getting cross-sale renewal bonuses too. Yeah. Yeah, you tell them, Danny, for sure. I don't really have new accounts. I should. That would be cool. Oh man, guys, if you're watching this back on the replay, I apologize. I feel like I'm looking super rough, and it's my own fault because I have been eating sugar. Sugar is my nemesis. I had, how did this start? I had toast, and then I had an apple, and then I had some chocolate covered raisins, and then some chocolate covered pomegranate bites. So that was not good. That was terrible. So that's why I'm looking so rough. I'm about to go work out, which again is part of my scorecard and keeping track of things that help me and make me feel better. Work 9 to 3 p.m. So I keep track of the hours I work and the things we do at work so that when my review comes, like if something notable came up, I note it down, and that kind of helps me keep track of my work achievements in this journal planner. I have been meaning to reach out to, let me edit that. I plan to reach out to Plum Paper Planner because this is my favorite planner that I've ever used in my life so far. Not Plum Paper, this is a Sprouted planner. I used to use Plum Paper and I no longer use them because they split their darn weekend, which is where Saturday and Sunday are shared by the same block. No, that is not what I like. So back to scorecards and keeping track. Yes. So I'm updating mine right now. And I've been seeing a couple sort of challenges go around. And I know, so Andy Frisella does the 75 hard challenge, and there are a bunch of things on there. He also tends to be a little bit toxic masculinity. I appreciate his attitude of no excuses, but he's a white male. So I'm like, not that there's anything wrong with that. And there's no, I guess, Kool-Aid there, but he has a very limited perspective. What he's saying still applies though. So the 75 hard challenge, which I started and did not complete, has to do. So he says that you working out, reading. Let me see if I can remember. You drink a gallon of water a day. You work out twice. One of them has to be outdoors. You read 10 pages. Follow a healthy diet, and there's something else in there. So you can look it up. It's the 75 hard challenge. There's another challenge going around that's a 50-day challenge, Project 50, and that's a little bit gentler. You wake up by 8, you work out 1 hour a day, you read 10 pages, and you devote an hour to learning a new skill. Because I'm in a place where I want to kickstart myself back into that growth mode, I am thinking of doing a 60-day challenge for myself and using some of those same metrics. So what I had come up with, let me share, I'm gonna call it Project 60-day sprint, which I've done before. And I think tailoring it to myself should help, should help me to, adjust and stay accountable. When I do these types of things and really commit to them. It's taking forever to load. So I keep notes in my Google Drive, and I'm just pulling that up right now. Oh my word. Okay, so 60-day sprint, up and out by 8 a.m., which I will not always be able to sleep in past 8 a.m. My life is about to change, let me tell you. So up and out by 8 a.m., 1 hour workout, read 10 pages of a book a day, follow a healthy diet, drink at least 8 ounces of water, write 500 words or more per day, and then spend 1 hour on building or growing my business. So those would be the 7 elements of my, and 60 days from, not today, because I did not follow a healthy diet, 60 days from March 26th is Sunday, May 22nd. Why do I want the challenge? Is a way to kick into healthy habits. So it would be Sunday, May 22nd. Just write that down also. Because I've gotten lazy. Oh, so why, are you asking my why? Like, what's my why? Couple things. I am aiming to build a business and put habits in place that will serve me going into the next phase of my life. It's critical because right now I feel I have no money. I feel constrained by not having money, and I would like to have more money. So it's for margin and not for margin, for additional income to give me freedom and let's say security. That's such an overused word, but it is security. That's freedom. That's freedom and security. From March 26th, May 22nd. I can do it. I know I can do it. I have done it before. Just a thought, isn't this, no, isn't this the perfect time to jump ship from job and work 100% on personal business? No. Actually, because I just added my husband to my insurance. So no, not a good time at all to jump ship. Can your new husband carry you both for a couple of months? No. I mean, he could. He's able to. He just couldn't right now. He will be able to in the future. Financial security is a great way to shrug off some stress. When to jump is a question. Yes. So right now, it's interesting. Oh, good Lord Almighty. Who knows about my timeline? But right now, I am thinking probably 1 to 3 years. I don't know. So I follow and adore Mary from Pennies Not Perfection, and I also adore Rebecca from Quest to Fire because she watches these live streams, and I adore her comments. I think she's amazing. You should follow them. So Mary is about, and if I flatter myself, I would say I'm a little bit more 3 to 3.5 years behind Mary from Pennies Not Perfection. She was working a job and building YouTube on the side, and was able to hand in her notice at her full-time job and be able to carry with her same income on almost entirely passive with her income streams about 3 years later. So if I follow her timeline, that would be my goal. So there's a model out there. She's like proof of concept. It can be done, which is exciting. Danny, listen, I know many who just take the risk, bite the bullet, and get on statistically. It's before they have children. Yeah, I know. Oh yeah, I know. I've never done anything statistically in the right time ever. And statistics exist because they read, yeah, fail fast, succeed faster. Yes. Mm-hmm. What's a Silicon Valley motto? Move fast, break things. Not people, things. But yeah, I agree. The younger, the better. And biologically, the best age to have kids is early 20s. So not doing that. And we do want kids. So that it just is a consideration. So there's a lot to work through and plan and work towards. But yeah, so that's the idea of the 60-day challenge, is to get myself up and motivated and running, but making it sustainable, because it's not to kind of adopt this crazy extreme lifestyle that's not sustainable, that I won't be able to keep up. Yes, whatever it should be for you and you only. Otherwise, what is the point? Absolutely. So here's another thing that I am finding being married, is that I am melding my lifestyle with a different lifestyle. So my husband's lifestyle is much has a slightly higher standard than mine. He likes the finer things in life. Um, he's got season tickets to the Sixers. He enjoys good food. He lives in Manhattan. And these are things that I also enjoy. I also feel that I am joining him on his level of spending without having his income or income potential currently. So I feel at the moment that tension between what I am currently bringing in and what is his current level of expenses. And I don't anticipate this changing because that's just who he is and what he's become accustomed to. He's accustomed, and then from his side, he's accustomed to freedom and he's accustomed to being able to hop on a plane and go live in Curacao for 6 months if he wants to. And that freedom is something that he's had. Yes, yes. Yeah. So here's the thing, Danny. Ouch, you should keep your individualities when you get married. Don't mesh yourself together into one. Don't lose yourself. Yes. Yes. So that is something else that I'm working on. But he's got a higher level of living and he's got an amazing level of lifestyle. So why wouldn't I want to enjoy that? And granted, I accompany him to Sixers games. I'm his plus one. I'm living rent free in his Manhattan condo co-op. And I mean, we switch on and off for paying for dinner. But so I enjoy those things too. And I think he enjoys having me around. Otherwise, why would he have me around? So that is probably my primary aim now that I'm married is saying, what makes me unique and individual and uniquely me? So these are the three things that I've kind of come up on. And this ties directly into that 60-day challenge because for me, I was born a writer. I'm a writer. So writing and continuing to discover that, but also continuing to use that and hone that skill is something that I count as an aspect of who I am. Yes. So again, developing that, which includes reading as well. So I've gone back to reading. So reading 10 pages is actually a great thing. I have an actual book that I'm reading, and I'm like, this is part of who I am. I read books. Something else, this financial awareness is part of who I am. So that's why I've kind of come back to this channel and come back with a vengeance, is because this is who I am. Yes, Danny Walker, you can both enjoy it, but you should feel happy. Marriage is eventually fully sharing. Yes, this is just marital existence crisis very much. We'll be fine in a couple of months. Yes, absolutely. You are a new family unit, but you are still individuals, and you can and should keep what matters, what makes you you. Exactly. And this is the part for me, and I fully welcome and embrace this because for me, what makes me me is, let's say, is important and is something that I'm sort of hollowing out, or carving out for myself. Yes, and I do feel like it's totally normal, but I want to sort of lean. I hate that phrase, lean into it, but also welcome the process of being myself in a married unit and inviting him to participate in things that make me me. Yeah. Well, it's interesting. Jesus saying, I noticed the higher one's cash flow, the less stress people have. Not always. And Danny Walker can probably attest to this. I think I want to say the higher your, interesting. What's the technical definition of? I would say the higher your edge or border or something, money is not making people happier. Yes, yeah. Money doesn't make people happy. Time makes people happy. The amount by which a thing is won or falls short. I would say the difference between your expenses and your cash flow, the greater that difference is, the happier you are. Exactly. The problems are always proportional to money. More money, more problems. So yeah, some things that I've been thinking about just in general are, how do I keep my own individuality and what makes me me as a newly married person, as part of a married unit, and eventually as a mother in the fullness of time. Nope, just expenses. Yeah, Saxonifer. Looks like Jennifer, only with Sax instead of a J. Hello. Nope, just expenses. Yes. But money can make you happier. Yes. If it allows you to give more to others. Yes. Or I've also read, or allows you to have greater experiences. That thing. Yes. Philanthropy to be a biggest source of joy. Yes. Um, yes. Adam, being rich is having money to spend on what you want. Being wealthy is having time to spend with who you want. Yes. 100% agree with that. Make it and give it away. Yes. Um, Other people make it and give it away. So 100% agree that for me, wealth is freedom, the freedom to choose what to do with my time and energy. That's wealth. So I think it's a good question. What makes you uniquely you, and who you are? Money makes you more of who you are. It cannot change you, but people don't believe this. It's one thing to be true. That is it. 100%. Money makes you more of who you are. It cannot change you more than anything. And I think I'm realizing that more and more. I'm like, well, if I want to become more of who I am, if I like who I am, then more money will make me more of who I am, and I'll like that person. And I know that's true. So Roland, I told my wife when we got married, I'm willing to live small and eat sticks and rocks in order to have these investments take off. Freedom of time is so much more important, especially when we have kids. Yes. Roland, I'm interested. If you don't mind sharing, how old are you? I'm 39. I'm going to be 40 in October. And I just got married and no kids yet. And I feel like, yes, this journey of self-discovery is happening now. And I do feel like, Roland, you'll be 32 in a week. Wife is the same age. Yeah, you guys are the perfect age. I feel the same. Hang in there. You're doing great. You're going to be just fine. Thank you, Danny. I appreciate that. And I believe it deep down in my heart. I am also at the point where I don't want to put off doing the work any longer. Doing my internal sort of personal self-discovery work, which I've done it in varying stages at different points, but there's always a new level of work to be done on myself. Yeah, so that goes back to, I guess, lifestyle. Roland, eating rocks and sticks to help the investments take off. Yeah, I agree, and that's my view. Backing it up, because it would be easy for me to say, oh, but my husband doesn't feel the same way. He doesn't. I mean, he doesn't think he spends a lot, and I come from a very, very different mindset than he does. However, this is something I'm learning more and more and more, is to control my controllables. I can only control myself. I can control what I earn and what I spend, and that's it. And my attitude. So rather than lamenting that, oh, I can't get so and so to do such and such, what can I do for myself? What can I do? And that's a whole other world. So what can I do? I can track my actions on my scorecard. That, I know, smell the roses every once in a while. It's so true. So I'll tell you, one of my favorite expenses that I just added is an AMC A-list membership, which allows us to see 3 movies a week, so 12 movies a month for like $25. And that's the best expense I added to my married life, along with the gym membership. Because that's a way that we really connect, is through movies and TV shows. That's always been one of my languages of discourse. So with my best friend of all time, that's how we connected, was over a TV show. And that's how we still continue to connect. We'll just like send each other back and forth quotes from movies. So that's very much a part of what makes me me. And I love that we can share it together. So, oh my gosh, we've been in this mode to try and see all the best picture movies, and which has been fun, exhausting, but fun. We're like going all over the city every night. I think we've seen 8 movies so far this month, and I love it. So what I've been meaning to do is to write my own sort of review of each movie for myself. Yes, it's so true. Comparison will rob you of joy in life. Yeah. So what did we see? We saw The Godfather last night on the big screen, which was amazing. We saw King Richard. We saw Belfast. We saw Dune, and we saw I always forget it. West Side Story. So West Side Story, Belfast, Dune, and King Richard so far. We have 6 more to go. We're supposed to see Drive My Car tonight, this afternoon. I love Dune. So far, Dune is my favorite, personal favorite for personal reasons. Um, but I love that that's how we can connect. And that's one of the ways that we can sort of slow down and reconnect to each other. And I love it. That's probably as one of the many things that I return to is like, let's just go to a movie and just sit there because he used to do that before he was married. He would just go to a movie in the middle of the week and just sit there. And for him, that was self care. And for me, it's a lot of fun to be able to join him in that because I always thought of movies as being this big, expensive thing that was too much, too expensive to sort of splurge on. And now I'm like, for the price of a 1.5 movies, I can see 12 movies a month. So even as eventually we have kids, I would love to keep that because that's my favorite thing to do with him. Yeah, that's true. You've lived at home for a long time. It will take you a while to adjust to married life. Yes. Um, and it's true. And I don't mind it now because I'm like, I'm married now. I used to bristle when people said I lived at home because I was roommates with my mom. My roommate happened to be my mom. And I'm still to this day extremely grateful for that time because I have a number of friends who don't have their moms in their life. And I'm just eternally grateful um, for her input. It's healthy and it's wonderful for us both to be apart. And I feel for her because she's getting a little bit lonely because I'm the one that's left and I'm the one that is with someone. And if anything, I need to remember to take time to be alone and to enjoy my solitude because that is how I recharge by being alone. She is in the process of finding her person as I was, but am kind of doing now. Stacks on a fur. You're still adjusting to married life after 8+ years. Yes, I will say I always imagined that marriage would be like this. I always imagined it. This is what I had longed for and dreamed of and imagined, and I love it. So I've never been happier. Like this, yeah, it's really great. I love it. Roland, I'm a financially frugal one too. It makes you more creative though, thinking of experiences without blowing up your budget. See, that's something, yes, yes, very true. That's something I've almost given up because I find that 6 times out of 10, those experiences, take more effort and time is effort. Effort is money, money is effort than if I just spent the money and done the thing that I was trying to spend all the time and effort not to do. But you're young, so you carry on. But yes, it does make you more creative. For me, I'm really focused in trying to just build more income. Danny Walker, yes, over the years, love disappears, but the friendship remains forever. Yes. And that's something that we're building right now, that companionship and that, again, that friendship, that basis companionship we're working toward right now. Yeah. So people, that like trend of going around saying, oh, I married my best friend. Like I didn't marry my best friend. I married the love of my life. And we're building a friendship right now. And I think that patience and understanding and curiosity, well, for me, I don't think he'd agree with that. Help. Yes, different versions. Yes. I don't know. We've been together 15 years, still in love. You just love different versions of the same person. Exactly. And that's the biggest thing too, is being able to grow and change and develop with each other because I know that I'm not going to be the same person in 5 years that I am right now. But what are the core items that I want to remain the same in the next 5 years? And that's something that I'm working on right now. And things like personal care and taking care of myself, going to the gym, following a healthy diet, getting enough protein, getting enough sleep, reading, writing, and growing this business, which has always kind of been a part of who I am. will be a core part of who I am. And I hope to be doing these exact same things, only better and only better. That's it. I hope to be doing exactly this, only better. True. Danny Walker, one of the best things is to get awkward with each other, to learn to get awkward so you can get over those things. Yes, true. I feel bad though, because we were driving home from Delaware. We got into this conversation because he's the sweetest, most even-tempered, easygoing guy. But when it comes to sort of personal relationships with me, he can be a little bit aggressive. And it's not the first time he's heard that in a personal relationship. So he's aware of this. He'll really like push me on some points. And I'll allow him with some things. And when I really went to plumb the depths of myself, and I felt bad for him because we were having this conversation and I was letting him push me on what I'm good at. And I was exploring new parts of myself and asking myself these hard questions and being honest. And he did not appreciate it because he did not enjoy the conversation. He's like, "You seem to enjoy this conversation. That's creepy." And I'm like, "You enjoy this conversation and I don't." And I'm like, "Well, yeah, I do, because I'm discovering something." And I think for me, it was understanding that, hey, he didn't really enjoy that conversation and doesn't really necessarily want to have it again or more conversations like that. But it was really helpful for me because it helped me clarify, again, writer by calling, marketer by trade. So that was really helpful for me. And I felt bad for him, but such is life. So that's where we are this Friday. Thanks, guys. I really enjoyed this chat. I will aim as much as I am able to keep doing this because I love chatting with you and sort of catching up and just being more active. If you don't know, if you're not already subscribed, please go check out my other channel, which is called Wallet Life. And I aim to post more life stuff on that channel. Get that up and going. Roland, there's a book called The Untethered Soul that's really deep about self-discovery. It's a short read, highly recommended, but yes, be awkward. Be yourself. It just helps others. Yes. Jesus, what credit cards do you use? Just wondering. Oh, I don't know. I bank with Chase, and Chase has a credit cards that I use. So that's the short answer, Jesus. However, note that your channel will get less personal the more it goes. Yes, absolutely, which is why I'm building up the other channel, the Wallet Life channel. Because I enjoy this, and I don't always think I'll be able to be live streaming like this, but I would love to have the other channels to just kind of experiment with. This is only normal, yeah, for sure. So one of the other people I love watching is Graveyard Girl, Bonnie Myers, and she did kind of a similar thing. I feel like she's still fairly personal, even though she's huge. So that's what I got for you guys this Friday. And I hope to chat with you again soon. Eventually you will want more privacy. That's okay. Yeah, it's true. Like, I feel like I'm already super opaque as it is, but I don't know, maybe not. I also do want to share elements of life. So yeah, again, it's a growing process. Checking my email, should probably not do that. Okay, that's exciting. So I will hopefully, good Lord willing, see you guys on Monday. You've been posting a Wallet Life for a while. You could do another product. Yes, yes, yes. Very true, Adam. Yes, I've got a lot of ideas. Don't worry. That's going to be more reviews, how-tos, day in the life, slices of life. But tomorrow, I'm actually going to upload this momentarily. It's already done. I'm doing a grocery haul, come grocery shopping in Manhattan with me. Prices are huge, so you'll see what things cost here in Manhattan. And I'm going to show you dinner that I made last night. Very proud of it. I cook like 2 to 3 times a week. Jesus, I like privacy. That's why I could never risk doing a YouTube channel. Tell me about it. It's true. I don't know. This was an accident. I didn't mean to grow a YouTube channel, but here we are. Yes, so stay tuned for the well-behaved wallet video tomorrow. And I will hopefully catch you guys on Monday. Exciting. All right. See you guys. Bye.